Luke got salty and left the strippers. You pulled off on the Hizzos. You got mad like an angry trick. You dig? That's where the cowards at Compton and they start beefing and all of that. That's where that came from. You little mushmouth trick. Yeah? Man. And a lot of the stuff that, look, some of the other stuff, I'm not going to even mention. Some of that stuff I'm not going to even mention right now. Some of the other stuff that Brother Marquise was saying that Luke and them dudes was doing, I'm not going to even go there. I'm going to try to take somewhat of a high road, but I'm going to get a little bit petty in a minute when I show this video. I'm going to get a little petty in a minute when I show this video. But the thing is, these Democratic shills, their job is to get us to not talk about Kamala Harris, not bring up that she ain't done a damn thing for the black community. They're getting these bought and paid for shills to run interference and come in our rooms and try to shame us. And I guess they must have a bag down there in Florida because they got Plies too. They got him shilling. Let me play this clip of Plies. Let me play this clip of him. And this is just pathetic ass pandering.
Yeah.
Where's that Plies? Where's that? Where you at, Plies? Where you at, Plies?
Tap the screen. Don't be a zesty low life. Tap the screen. Okay, what's up, y'all? 1
second. Y'all bear with me. I should have had this thing ready. But y'all bear with me.
He finally came on. He never came into Luke's chat room.
Let me find it again. Hold on. Because I want y'all to see this. And all my people on the Twitter space, you guys come on into the YouTube room. Come on in and chop it up. Let me see. I think this is it right here. So this is it. Okay, so this is Plies doing his shilling for Kamala Harris, trying to question us for questioning her. And they've been pushing this black woman thing. That's not a foundation of black American woman, no matter how y'all try to cut it. Hold on 1 second.
It's real quick. But to everybody who, especially the ones who look like me, the men who look like me, who quit the, Kamala don't want my vote, she need to explain herself to me what she gonna do for the black people. Listen, stop asking a motherfucking black woman to explain themselves to you, or explain themselves to y'all. If y'all ain't willing to ask a motherfucking white man, then
okay, I don't want all that cursing on my channel, so black woman, this is something that's coming from the DNC. Every time they mention her, oh, how dare you question the black woman. That is not a foundational black American woman. That is an East Indian. We can question her as much as we want. That is an East Indian. That is not a foundational black American woman. What kind of black you are outside of that, argue with yourselves. You ain't a foundational black American. We don't owe you black camaraderie. Especially when you grew up as a Hindu. That is a Hindu bedwench. All right? So we can question her action and lack thereof. And we're going to do that. And they got this whole thing. Anytime we question it, they're going to try to use these shaming tactics. Jermaine Dupri, he put up a video. He was talking about the DNC, and then they tried to shame him. Let me play this video of Jermaine Dupri. Then they started attacking him. The DNC sent their flunkies after him. Hold on.
Yo. Out here getting these 5 miles in that you see me do every day. Real quick, I want to talk about the DNC. I feel like the DNC has been going amazing. But I also feel like tonight, Kamala Harris has a pretty difficult job, right? And it's interesting because the Republican correspondent that's been doing the roundup after the DNC has ended, he asked the question that I kind of asked Kamala when we had our second meeting. If the fact that she's in office right now, she's in the White House right now.
Right.
And the guy, he said, what makes y'all believe that she's going to get this stuff done if she becomes president and she's already in the House? And it's a tricky question because I asked Kamala basically the same thing, right? In so many words. And I asked her, like, as the vice president, why they don't let her talk when, Biden seems like he needed someone to speak up for him. I thought that's what the role of the vice president was to help the president. And basically, she kind of let me know that her hands was tied, that they didn't really allow her to
tap the screen. Don't be a zesty lowlife.
Okay.
Tap the screen. Don't be a zesty
they're trying to
lowlife.
attack Jermaine Dupri for mentioning this and bringing this up. And there's a lot of that car noise there. And that's an issue because every time people holler at Kamala about doing something, or even the Democrats, especially when it comes to doing something for us, we always get the their hands are tied nonsense. They can't do a damn thing for us. Their hands are tied. We were getting that with Obama. We ain't going for that. We ain't falling for the damn my hands are tied banana in the tailpipe. Well, my damn boat is tied then. My boat is tied up just like your hand. Black family, especially foundational Black Americans, we ain't got to keep listening to these people tell us about how their hands are tied. They can't do a damn thing. And then they send Roland's big old chunky titty ass out here to start explaining and babbling and try to make everything convoluted. See, what you don't understand, BB, see, you better understand the three tiers of government. So in government, what you got to understand is the House, is the speakers, is the Republicans, it's Nancy Pelosi. Shut the hell up. It's always something that they got to explain that we're just too dumb and we don't understand. See, y'all, first of all, y'all some stupid fools. Y'all don't know how government works. See, that's why we need to be out here in the forefront making this thing happen. Because see, you got to understand. Did you get super PAC? Before you criticize Kamala, did you donate to the NAACP? Did you sit down with a meeting with the Congressional Black Caucus? Did you form a plebiscite? Did those illegal immigrants do all that when they came over here and got all of them damn benefits?
Yeah, they did.
That's my answer to all of that. When it comes to us, we got to jump through plebiscite hoops. But illegals can come over here and just get credit cards, EBT, medical, housing, everything. They ain't got to do all that. So I don't want to hear no more of those damn excuses. So they had Roland do some kind of sit down with Jermaine Dupri. I didn't even listen to it. This is Roland Martin and Jermaine Dupri. So they got Roland and all of these guys plies. Every time you mention the inaction of the Democrats, they run and get these people to run interference. And every time we call them out, they try the shaming tactic. You Trump supporter. Did MAGA them pay you some money? That's a projection. That's something coming from the DNC. And by the way, we spoke with Trump's advisor, Daryl Scott, yesterday. That's going to be on my YouTube channel tomorrow. So we're speaking to everybody. We want to hear what everybody has to say. And let's be very clear. If Trump comes with a policy that he's going to give some tangibles to foundational Black Americans, you damn right I'll support him. I'll support any candidate who's going to give tangibles for foundational Black Americans. And what you're not going to do is play the whole way. They are the party of racism. Y'all not going to do that because if you're not going to call out racism on all sides, don't you say a damn thing. Because the Democrats are very good at only calling out racism when they can point at the Republicans. And I've said this before. The only time the left calls out racism is when they're talking about Trump and the right. And they're just as complicit with racism. I was on live the other day. Somebody was talking about, well, Donald Trump's dad was in the KKK. Okay. Biden's mentor was in the KKK. Robert Byrd. That was Biden's mentor, Senator Robert Byrd. That was Joe Biden's mentor. He became a senator. He was a leader in the Ku Klux Klan. This is very well documented. That was Biden's role model. Biden even spoke at the man's eulogy in the 1940s and I think 40s and 50s. Robert Byrd was a leader and a recruiter for the Ku Klux Klan. This is very well documented. You're not going to point the finger at the Republicans and you doing the same thing and worse. You understand? At least Trump knows how to stay away from David Duke.
Fair use.
You dig? Even if there's some
You
secret
dig?
camaraderie there, which I don't know, but at least publicly he knows to stay away from him. Biden was up there booed up with Robert Byrd, a former Klan leader. Y'all not going to point the finger and talk about racism on the right, and you're doing the same thing. Biden's going out here doing interviews talking about you ain't black if you don't vote for me. Kamala Harris up here telling people with her whole chest, I'm not going to do nothing that's only going to benefit black people. No. Do y'all know how disrespectful that was? The level of disrespect to have that woman come out there and say that, that was immensely disrespectful.
What fucking candy do we
And
be
also,
eating?
again, the Central Park Five, the hypocrisy with that.
Always making snacking
When they
stuff.
had the Central Park Five on stage at the DNC convention,
Don't be a zesty
And
lowlife.
had the
Tap
Central
the
Park
screen and give a
5.
like.
basically take shots at Trump. Oh, no. Y'all not going to get away with that. Stop letting them get away with that, especially at the DNC, because truth be told, Trump wasn't in office when that happened. When Trump put out that ad in the New York Post or whatever newspaper that was, Trump wasn't in political office, didn't have political power. The Democrats put those dudes in jail. It was the Democrats who put the Central Park Five in jail. Linda Feinstein, that was the prosecutor, the DA, Robert Morgenthau, the mayor, Ed Koch, Cuomo was the governor at the time who built like 30 prisons out there in New York. And all of them were on this left-wing tough on crime thing, meaning we got to start attacking these black folks so that we can get some of these white moderate votes. That was a left-wing Democrat thing where they were out there demonizing black people, criminalizing black people, and that whole thing with the Central Park Five, that was a big old propaganda push where they railroaded those guys, and then not only railroaded them, they demonized black male society. That's where all of that super predator stuff started coming from, that Hillary was on in the 90s, remember?
Don't be a zesty
Did you see?
lowlife. Tap
No,
the
let's
screen,
call it
give a
out.
like.
That was a Democrat thing because of Willie Horton. Willie Horton, and I talked about this on my broadcast the other day. The Republicans used some Willie Horton propaganda. It was a black man named Willie Horton who got let out of jail, and he killed some white people, and they ran with that. The Republicans, they were going against a guy named Dukakis, and they said, hey, look, Dukakis is soft on crime, and his policies let people like Willie Horton out. Willie Horton was an inmate who got out early on a work release program or whatever and killed these white people. And boy, white people around the country like, oh my God, we got to go to the Republicans. So that killed Dukakis' career. So the left-winger said, hey, we got to be on this tough on crime thing too. We got to be on this tough on crime. That's why Biden, with the three strikes and the crime bill Biden, that's why they were all on that, family. They were all on that tough on black people under the guise of tough on crime. That's why those guys got put in jail like that. The Democrats aren't heroes with the damn Central Park Five. They're not heroes. They trying to oh, we freed them. Oh my God, we're here. Oh, that evil Trump, that evil mean Trump put that ad out, and that made us put them in jail. Cap. That's all cap. The guys got exonerated because it was a Puerto Rican tether who confessed, and the DNA matched up. Puerto Rican tether did the crime. He confessed. The DNA matched up. Then they had to let him out. That's why they got out. It wasn't because of the goodness of the damn Democrats.
I could have swore Puerto Ricans are Americans.
That at the time, the late 80s, there were a lot of crimes at Central Park committed by white people. There was a white dude, Robert something, who was a white supremacist. He raped and killed a white woman, allegedly raped, but he did murder her. But his excuse was they were having rough sex. It was some horse crap. So he killed this woman in Central Park. It was a white lady. He was a white man. And the media handled that story way different. With the Central Park Five, they were the left-wing media. They were using words like wolf pack. Oh, those Negroes are running around in a wolf pack. They're wilding. They're so animalistic. They're predatory. They were making them brothers seem like werewolves. The white boy who killed the woman, his nickname was the Preppy Killer. I'm not BSing you. They gave him a cute little killer name. He's the preppy killer. He comes from an astute family. His privilege. He didn't know any better because of his privilege. They gave him the affluenza defense.
Tap the screen.
Yeah, he was a white preppy dude. So
Give
Robert
a like.
Chambers. They
Don't
called
be
him
a
the
zesty
preppy
lowlife.
killer. The hell out of here. And he got a slap on the wrist. He got like 15 years in jail. He's out now. He's walking around now. He's walking around New York now. You never heard them mention that. You see? So, and again, this is Democrat-run city. These are all Democrats doing this stuff. They're looking out for their fellow white supremacists and then demonizing black people. And again, we get demonized for stuff we didn't do. Remember, the blowback on black folks in New York, that's when, after that, stop and frisk and all of that came into play. Because we were so demonized by the left-wing media and the Democratic political party for something we didn't even do. It was white people in tethers doing these weird crimes. This is why we delineate. Because people with a little melanin or whatever, they do something, then we got to get the brunt of it. You see? That's why we're delineating and saying, hey, enough is the damn enough. There's nothing wrong with delineating, and people keep trying to flip our delineation into, well, y'all hate us. Why y'all want to be so divisive? Well, dude, we have a lineage. This ain't nothing that we're trying to negotiate. We have a lineage that's unique. Our lineage comes from this land. We, as foundational black Americans, we have a unique lineage. We are the only non-immigrant group here. Our lineage is unique. And by the way, people were pointing out a few years ago, Luther Campbell was talking like us. He was like, hey, I'm with Trump on this. The Democrat Party don't give a damn about black people. So, Luke, this is 2016 you were saying this. So why is it okay for you to say this, Luke, and not okay for us to say the same thing you say? I agree. So, Luke, you are gap-toothed, lizard-mouth hypocrite.
Tap the screen.
Right? Nothing
Tap
but
the
lies
screen.
are coming
Give a
from
like.
that gap from your mouth. Lord, those lies are slithering through. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in here heavy. We got damn near 9,000 people in the YouTube channel and on the Twitter space, 3,000. We good money. Now, Twitter space people, y'all need to come on over here because I'm going to show a video right now. Family, as you guys know, we got an album, my production company. It's called Flextro. And we got an album of some comedy R&B, some real funny songs about tethers. Speaking of tethers, you guys are going to get a world premiere now. Now, you guys heard the first single that we released called Musty Tethers. People love that song. We got a lot of bangers on this album. The album is going to be available on September 13th. You can pre-order it in a couple of days on iTunes. Y'all get it on iTunes, pre-order it on iTunes. It'll be on all of the Spotify's and all that, but buy it. It's like, what, I think the pre-order is $5. When it's up for pre-order, go ahead and get that.
I got you.
Right?
I'll download the torrent and put it up for free.
We're going to play the first, the
None of y'all got to pay. Whoever's watching this live, it's
album.
for free. I'm a download it and put it up as a torrent.
This is the lead single, the same name of the album. The song is called Grinding for a Green Card. All right? This song is called Grinding for a Green Card. Now, I want
Tap
all
the
of my
screen.
people,
Give a like. Don't be a zesty lowlife.
if you're in the Twitter space, if you want to see the video, go to Tariq Radio now on YouTube. Go to Tariq Radio on YouTube so you can watch the video. All right? So here we go. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the world premiere of the new music video called Grinding for a Green Card. Here we go. All the people on Twitter space, if you want to hear it, you got to go to the YouTube channel. If you want to hear it, you got to go to the YouTube channel. It's only a minute, so I'll be back on here in a second. You can't hear it because of the volume thing here. All right? It's a funny video. Y'all missing out.
Yo, this dude is retarded.
You guys are missing out on this video.
You should really come and see this video right now. Check it out. Definitely. Just double tap my screen. Give me a like. Don't be a zesty
You guys
lowlife.
are missing out on some good entertainment.
Fuck that entertainment. Just double tap my screen.
Y'all bear with
Double
me
tap
for a
this
minute
screen.
while this video plays.
Don't be a zesty.
It's good stuff. All right. And by the way, if you're not watching that, at least go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. hiddenhistorymuseum.com and get your tickets to join me at the Hidden History Museum for the September Soul Saturday event that we have in September 14th, which is in a few weeks. All right. The video is almost over, guys. We got 30 seconds, so y'all bear with me. I'll be back live in a second. All right. We got 30 seconds, guys. So y'all bear with me. And also go to microphonecheck.com for the movie Microphone Check. The new version will be out in a couple of days.
Reversion.
Boom, there it is. All right. There it is. That's the new hot single. Grinding for a Green Card. Man, we got some hot songs on this album, guys. We got bangers. Oh, we got some absolute bangers, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, let me get up out of here. It's going to be a quick show tonight. It's all gravy. But I said what I said. Listen. Drunk, mushmouth Luke, he's just going to have to be mad. Ain't nobody trying to hear incoherent, drunk, tethered babble. It's a new day. We want our own people representing us. We don't want these non-FBA people who don't have a good track record of representation representing us. And yes, it's very pertinent that we have people from our lineage represent us, because all other groups have people from their lineage represent them. It's not our job to let these non-FBA people who don't have a camaraderie with us or an ancestral camaraderie with us represent us when they have low-key disdain for us. It's not our job for that. Hell, even the mafia knows, hell, if you want to get somebody to be made men who are going to be mafia bosses, both of their parents, their lineage has to trace back to damn Italy. Even they had enough sense, and the reason why, because they knew the understanding and the power of cultural cohesiveness.